Narcissists will idolize you in the beginning. And once they start to see you have flaws like everybody else, they start to see their flaws in you. That's when they start getting uncomfortable. That's when they start to realize, and it comes to their mind, that they're not perfect neither. And that's when they start to try to devalue you. They stop the love bombing phase and they start to devalue you. They start to invalidate you, try to break you down, to feel less than, to become dependent, codependent. They get full control. Then once they feel they have you to a point where they need you at, they discard you. And most of the time, it's not for good. Because then they begin to hoover you and try to pull you back in. Once you start, feeling better about yourself and begin to move on, they'll hoover you. If it's not themselves coming to you, it'll be enablers or flying monkeys. The cycle repeats, and they learned it from whoever abused them. They have no intentions on changing, on taking accountability, on healing, on accepting that you have an issue. Narcissists don't heal because they feel like they have no issues. They won't face that. They won't face their problems. They're very delusional. That's why they won't take accountability. Because if they take accountability, they have to accept that they're not perfect. And when the narcissist took on that persona fully, they lied to themselves from that point on and told themselves that they have no issues, they're perfect, they have no flaws, they're the best person that was ever made, that they're not like everybody else, they're special, that nobody's like them, they're smarter than everybody, they have no flaws. That's how they think. That's what they tell themselves. That's the delusional state of mind they live in, which we know is not true because we all have flaws. Everybody has flaws. Everybody's imperfect. And there's beauty in that. But they don't see that. These people are very unhappy. Very uncomfortable within. They do not like who they are. They lie to themselves, but subconsciously they know. That's why they get triggered around people like us. People that are transparent, that know we have flaws and that we're imperfect and accept that and see beauty in that. People that's not afraid to express how we feel, even those uncomfortable emotions like guilt, shame, fear. They won't do that. That's why they see strength in you. And even though you might feel like you're not really strong right now, and the narcissist made up a whole bunch of lies to you and told you were weak and you're a coward and all that, but they were just projecting their feelings onto you, the way they think about themselves onto you. Because remember this, narcissists don't pick weak people. They don't choose weak people for supply. They've seen strength in you. They've seen something in you that they lack in themselves, and that's why they chose you. But they want to lie to you, gaslight you into thinking and believing that you're worth nothing. You have no value. You're weak. And that's not the case at all. Because look at everything you've been through. All the pain, all the stress, all the struggle, all the days, afternoons and nights crying your eyes out. And you're still here today. Standing on 10 toes. You faced your issues. You didn't deny that those things were going on. You're aware, you're self-aware, and aware of others around you. If they had to do that, they will fall and crumble. And they know that. That's why they get triggered around you. You're nothing like these people. Even through all the pain and abuse, you still chose to stay kind and keep that sensitivity and love. Now you know to put boundaries, external boundaries and internal boundaries. Put boundaries up on your emotions when it comes to these type of people, toxic people that take advantage. It's okay to say no to them. It's okay to build distance between you and them. You're protecting your peace. And it's going to grow when you do that. And it's okay to seek therapy. That doesn't mean you're crazy. Even therapists, some therapists have therapists. Those things that they said to you weren't true. A lot of it was gaslighting and projecting. It was projections. It's okay to not know it all. To not have all the pieces to the puzzle right now. But as you move forward, you begin to understand more. Understand what to do next. You reach out to, you find a therapist, you start opening up. You continue to educate yourself on narcissism and learn from professionals like Dr. Romney and other psychologists and therapists. They have a bunch on YouTube you can watch and learn from. You'll see. Because there was a point where I found out what I was going through, and I'm like, oh, this makes perfect sense. This is who this person is. This is who my mother is. Like, and then I learned more and more and more and more and more and understood more. And as I said before, I'm going to continue to give you guys information and continue to point you in the right direction when it comes to people that are professionals and that know way more than I do. Because I want you guys to heal. I know how hard it is to deal with these kind of people. Very hard, very exhausting, very painful. It takes a toll on your emotional state, your mental state, and physical state. Stress levels, cortisol levels. But I'm going to try to help as best as I can. Because you guys deserve to have peace. You guys deserve to move on, to heal, to be loved how you love. So I will continue to spread this information to you guys. And to the narcissists that try to trigger me and try to get a reaction from me for my videos, to them I say, these videos are not made for y'all. These videos are made for other survivors like myself. So if you get triggered from these videos, that's a you problem. And I'm not gonna reply. This is a safe space for survivors, for people that actually face those uncomfortable emotions, for people that's transparent, who self-reflect, who have a moral compass and integrity. And I see all the comments. Again, I see the comments. I've been moving around a lot these last 2 weeks, so I haven't got to every single one. But I'm going to make sure I get some time to go through like as many comments as I can and reply back. Because I want you guys to know that I see you, I hear you, and I understand what you're going through. I see you. You're seen. You're seen, and I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm seeing the strength. I'm seeing the confidence. I'm seeing the resilience. I'm seeing the steps you're taking to grow, the questions you're asking. And it takes bravery to even let someone else know what you're going through. That's something the narcissist will never do. They will lie and act like they have it all together, but show they don't in their actions, body language, and the things they say. So just know that you guys are very strong, and I commend you. I give you your props. You guys are strong, very resilient, vulnerable, but strong at the same time. You have a perfect balance. The narcissist wanted you to believe that you have no value, no worth, but you matter. You have value. You're not what they say you are. That's what they are. Remember that. You matter. You're brave, you're strong, and you're doing what the narcissist fears to do, what they couldn't do, what they won't do. You're living in reality, not a delusional state. And they can't stand that. They get triggered by your life. But you know what? That's a them problem, not a you problem. You're on your healing journey. You're on the right path. Continue to move forward.